The United Nations has launched a 3 million project to bolster the Gambia's ongoing security sector reform strategy. The initiative titled Sustaining the Gambia's Peaceful Transition by Supporting Implementation of the Security Sector Reform Strategy is funded by the United Nations Peacebuilding Fund. It is a collaborative effort involving the United Nations Development Programme, the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, all serving as key implementing partners. This comprehensive project aims to strengthen the Gambia's security sector by addressing institutional weaknesses and ensuring that security institutions uphold human rights while playing a positive role in society. A human rights-based approach underpins the project, viewing citizens as rights holders and security personnel as duty bearers. It also emphasizes the need for inclusive civic engagement, particularly involving marginalized groups such as women, youth, and people with disabilities in the reform process. The United Nations will work closely with the government of the Gambia, including the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, Office of National Security, security sector institutions, independent commissions, academic bodies, and civil society organizations. According to the United Nations Resident Coordinator in the Gambia, Mr. Carl Frederick Pohl, the goal of the project is to transform the country's security sector into an efficient institution that respects and protects the rights of all citizens.
I want each of us to take a moment and look at a Gambia where every citizen continues to feel safe and protected, where the security forces are seen as trusted guardians of peace and of human rights. This is very possible. It's the future that we are building together through this important project. However, action is important and we must act now. I stand before you not as the United Nations Resident Coordinator, but as someone personally committed to seeing this vision become a reality. As we gather here today, we recognize that the overarching goal of this project is to build strong, accountable, and effective security institution that safeguards the human rights and aspiration of the Gambian people. In a post-transition project, our commitment to these ideals is especially crucial for the conflict prevention and for sustaining peace in our country. Together with the government of the Gambia, we embark on this journey to ensure that security sector reform is not only about strengthening institutions, but also enhancing the relationship between security sectors and the citizens that they serve.
The UNDP resident representative to the Gambia, Mandisa Masalogo, explains that the project is designed to support the country's security sector reform strategy and also aims to close the gender gap within the sector.
This project, designed to build strong, accountable, and effective security institutions, is fully aligned with the government's recovery-focused National Development Plan. The National Development Plan is not just a roadmap. It is an inspiring vision that underscores our shared aspiration for a secure, prosperous, peaceful, and inclusive Gambia. A key component of this project is the promotion of gender-responsive reforms within the security sector, ensuring that the rule of law and human rights are upheld. Currently, women's participation in the security sector is somewhat limited, often due to entrenched social and cultural norms. This support aims to address these barriers head-on, ensuring that women are not only included, but empowered to fully participate in decision-making and leadership roles within the security sector. To achieve this, a comprehensive gender policy for all security institutions, accompanied by monitoring and evaluation frameworks, will be developed to ensure its effective implementation.
She stipulates that closing the gender gap and including persons with disabilities are not just objectives, but essential requirements.
Addressing gender disparities and promoting the inclusion of persons with disabilities within our security frameworks is not merely a goal, it is our obligation. By fostering a security sector that reflects the diversity of the society it protects, we enhance accountability, improve institutional effectiveness, and build deeper trust between citizens and security providers. As we embark on this project, we also take stock of the significant work ahead in strengthening legal frameworks, enhancing institutional capacities, and promoting civil oversight mechanisms.
Meanwhile, Mr. Pateja, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Public Service, emphasized the importance of the security sector reform and outlined the efforts the Gambian government has undertaken to reform the sector.
It is important to note that security sector reform is key to the attainment of good governance, conflict prevention, and peace building. In this respect, the government of the Gambia places great emphasis on security governance, and therefore in 2017, under the leadership of His Excellency Adama Barrow, the government initiated security sector reform to improve the way security institutions serve the people. To attain this goal, the government did not only develop national security strategy and a security sector reform strategy, but also established the Office of the National Security to spearhead the implementation of security sector reform.
After 22 years of authoritarian rule under Yahya Jammeh, the Gambia transitioned to democracy in 2017. During Jammeh's rule, the security sector faced significant challenges that damaged its reputation and affected public perception. Issues included politicization, abuse of power, lack of professionalism, human rights abuses, poor civil military relations, inadequate technical skills, lack of independence, flawed recruitment and promotion processes, and gender inequality. Reporting for Kerfatu, I am Landin Cisse.